Hello and welcome back to the channel, or should I say good morning, afternoon, evening, all. So today we are going to have a look at Mantic's Lower Abyssal Horde. This is for their game Kings of War, and yeah, it's quite a chunky box anyway, quite a hefty box. This box comes with 40 lower abyssals. Now, they can be built as their flame-bearing counterparts, and it also comes with tiny little imps, but that doesn't seem to be pictured on the box. Not to worry, we shall crack the box open, have a look, and we'll give you some thoughts and some feelings and give you a bit of an idea of what to expect if you pick up such a box. So this is what one of the sprues looks like. The box contains 8 of these. They are identical, and they come in this shrink-wrapped plastic material. We'll slide that out the way. The box also comes with 4 sets of Mantic's bases, which are holed in one side or entirely flat in the other. Now, the hold side doesn't matter so much for the abyssals, as they don't have on the feet any place to connect those holes to. Some of them come with like coin shapes and they slot into here, but that doesn't matter so much. It should also be noted that the box comes with 4 Mantic points. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other, so we'll slide that out the way and we'll have a look. So it's Mantic's plastic, which I'm going to say off the bat is actually very, very good. I think the quality is quite high, the detail is quite high. I'm not sure if it's dated anywhere. I can't see a date. It does say in this corner here, Lower Abyssals, which is fine, but it doesn't look like it's dated. So I'm not actually sure when these were sculpted. But each sprue comes with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies on it, each slightly posed slightly differently, but they are essentially legs and torso and tail, but the head and arms are to be fixed on. They also each come with 2 imp miniatures, and this is one of them. This is one of them with the wings, and hold on till I quickly find the chappie with the torch. I'm probably looking right at it, but there it is, there it is, there it is. Down, come on, here. And the detail in these is still very, very good for being... Now, I can't express these miniatures, let's see if we can't get it to focus, are very, very small, and my camera is having some difficulty. But the face is well sculpted, even for small. These are smaller than the bases themselves width-wise, so they are very, very small. As you can see, there's a mix of arms, and there's a double-handed axe, shields down here, and a banner. So each sprue comes with a mix of heads, arms and banners, and also a nice mix of weapons. A side note on this, I suppose, or something to be aware of, is that these are a set of identical sprues. Now, whilst there might be a mixture of weapons and such, there isn't enough to give you 40 totally unique sculpts, which I think is important to note. However, mould line wise, there is a little bit of mould lining. Let's see if we can't get it to show. It does show there. It is very, very faint, but there we go. There is some mould lining, but the box retail, this particular box retails at £32.50 from Mantic for 40 miniatures, which is a pretty good deal. You know, that's far under £1 a miniature. And although you're not getting the variety, you are getting everything you need in the box to create 40 relatively unique miniatures. So, unfortunately, it's not particularly exciting. Here's a little bit of a back view. As you can see, the arms just have flat slots for affixing to the bodies. There is one of the flame ones here for an example. Let's see if we can't So that gives you an idea what the fiery guys looks at. There's the drum and the stick and a head and stuff. So there is some differences, but posability is very, very restricted. But again, for the cost, I don't think that's, for me, that's not a tremendous issue. They're fairly detailed, but not so detailed that, you know, you have to go, come on, you have to go way over and above. You know, the fur, for example, on the leg is relatively, I would say it's quite soft, so just bear that in mind. But let's throw a couple of these together and see what they look like. So here is a couple of them put together. I put 3 of the Abyssals together, and I also cut out one of the Imps just to give you a size comparison, because as you can see, it is very, very small, and it does actually have, you know, if it ever gets into focus, it really doesn't like these tiny ones. There is a lot of detail on this. I mean, it even has abs, so, you know, impressive. So let's put him to the side. We're not too worried about him. So let's have a look at one of the constructed chaps. So this is one of the Lower Abyssals. I have given him a banner, or their equivalent of a banner. So the idea is that this guy goes at the front. So the way these are put together is that the banner and hand is one piece, and you connect it to the wrist, and then you glue the wrist to the body, and the shield is separate. You glue that in to the arm, and then the arm is affixed to the body, and the head is one piece and it's glued on as well. So I haven't based these because I actually have none available. No, I don't have any nearby, but I have made some fiery multi-bases for these guys, so I will maybe show them off on the channel one day and maybe show you how I achieve it. So the mold lines were relatively minor, a few scrapings, but as you can see, I haven't gone too wild with cleaning these guys up because there is so many of them, and I just don't see a great need. Here's another one. This guy has the weapon in his left hand, or his left, our right. And again, the quality is good. Detail is there. I think that, you know, Mantic have done a fantastic job with these miniatures. Again, I'd like to know how old they are when the sculpts are released. They do look old. There is a, you know, they've got enlarged heads, and the hands are quite sizable as well. But again, quite happy with the way these guys have turned out. Nothing scary to report. I use plastic glue. I think I mentioned that earlier. It gives me a bit of working time to adjust things, which is fine. And finally, this chappy here. So just a couple of weapon types. There was a sword. We've got a scythe or a sickle, and a banner. So again, face details are quite good. I'm quite impressed. Unfortunately, my camera just doesn't like them. There we go. Details quite good. There's quite defined eyes. Teeth are... Let's have a look. I need to get a closer look because I'm getting blind in my old age. There's no teeth on this miniature, which is a bit disappointing. They are there, but they're very, very shallow. But even the detailing on things like the scythe, you know, there's banding around there. There's a bit of... It's obviously a bone. So overall, reasonably decent miniatures. I am quite happy with them. They're again, easy to go together. For them being 40 miniatures, I don't think it would take a horrendous amount of time to chuck these guys together. So I think that's something to bear in mind. So we'll push these to the side, we'll jump back up, and I'll give some final thoughts. And with that, we're reassembled. Everything's back in the box. The box itself is reasonable. It's colourful. It's Mantic's artwork. You know, it's got something on every face. Even on the base, it's got some, you know, glue and paint not included, that sort of stuff. Like I said, this box retails for £32.50 and gives a horde of Lower Abyssals. Now, I personally base these on regiment bases, which is 20-man bases, and then I put them inside a larger base, and then I can have a bit of flexibility. But that's by the by. Overall, I think the miniatures are excellent. I think the quality is there. I think they are showing their age. I would have liked a date printed on the sprues. Now, I might just have missed that. That's ever possible, but I couldn't see it. Like I say, the quality is there. The fact that they're plastic, I think, is a big win. Mantic resin is not my most favourite thing on the planet to assemble. It can be a bit footery and a bit fiddly, and the quality can be missing. But to give you an idea of the box size, here's one of those Abyssals. I don't think he'll stand because he's only got one little leg, but as you can see, the box is quite large. It's quite hefty as well. So that's it. A quick overview. I would absolutely, if you are into Kings of War, I think you can't go wrong with Mantic miniatures. I think a lot of people who play Kings of War know this already. Mantic make, decent miniatures, and again, $32.50 for 40 miniatures. That's at retail price. That's from Mantic directly, which is decent. If you can get 10 or 20% off, you're bringing this box to below £30, which is a lot of plastic. You saw the sprues. Again, a complaint I have is that it is 8 identical sprues, which is a bit disappointing. It would have been nice to have seen some extra stuff. There's only one kind of banner in the box. There's only one great weapon in the box, which you can see is repeated if you look closely at the box. It's down here as well, which is, it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully this has given you a quick overview of what's actually inside the box if you were on the fence or contemplating buying some Mantic miniatures. They do a smaller box where it's a regiment box. It only comes with 28. I don't have that price to hand, but I will probably say that it's going to be roughly in the region of £25 or something like that. So, yeah, I would recommend, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. Again, another short but hopefully sweet video. I would appreciate if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel. Drop any comments below. Is this something that you own and you've got anything else to add to what I've said? Is this something you're considering or you weren't sure about? It's always nice to hear from people. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.